Welcome to That's Good Broncos. I'm Brandon Perna, and this is your Giants versus Broncos prediction episode. Should be basically the easiest video I've ever made. And before we start, I want to give a happy belated birthday to Kaya Ramirez. Sorry I'm late. Your parents wrote in asking for a shout out, but I got buried in emails, missed it during the bye week. I'd say you have perfect parents, but they let you watch this show, so there's no way I can say that. But happy birthday, Kaya. The question today is, can Eli Manning win a game entirely by himself? That's good, Broncos. Look, if you want to keep my channel alive, resuscitate it, after YouTube demonetized like 70 plus of my videos, make sure to support my Patreon account. Huge iron cock big dick shout out to Surreal Solace. Come on down. For donating $100. Now you don't have to donate that much, but $1 a month goes a long way and keeping me from starving. This is the prediction episode, but I'm not gonna break down all the matchups like normal. That would be stupid to do this week. The Giants currently have 5 wide receivers on IR, with starters Odell Beckham Jr., Brandon Marshall, Dwayne Harris, all being placed there within the last few days. Arguably, their second best receiver, Sterling Shepard, is also injured with an ankle injury, making the Los Angeles Chargers change their name to the Watts Receiver Killers. WRK! New York was forced to sign Tavares King, Travis Rudolph, and Ed Egan, with Louis Roger being the one man who made it out of the Chargers game unscathed. Tavares King, originally drafted by the Broncos, is now one of the most experienced players at that position with 3 years of spotty NFL experience, and they are about to play one of the best secondaries in the NFL. This is like Denver's starting defense playing the entire 4th preseason game, and it doesn't stop there for New York. They suspended DRC, Dominique Rodgers Cromartie, also a former Bronco, for 1 game because, you know, it just doesn't fucking matter anymore. You are one of the top players on our defense. Don't care. You're sitting this one out. I'm Ben McAdoo. I still think it's the 1980s. The best player in their secondary is safety Landon Collins. He's questionable with an ankle injury. Starting weak side linebacker Jonathan Casillas is out. Their starting center Weston Richburg out with a concussion. Olivier Vernon, one of their best pass rushers, out. And starting running back Paul Perkins out. And keep in mind, the Giants were winless before this hellstorm of purging hit their locker room. Now, I want to help you really see this. So close your eyes. Go ahead, close your eyes, do it. Yes, close them. Now imagine the Broncos were 0-5, and they were playing, say, the 4-1 Packers this week. Then imagine Emmanuel Sanders, Demaryius Thomas, Benny Fowler, Cody Latimer, CJ Anderson, Matt Paradis, Shaq Barrett, Darin Stewart, Brandon Marshall, Shelby Harris were all hurt. And then Vance Joseph decided to suspend Chris Harris for some fucking reason. And then imagine the Broncos had bad offensive tackles. Oh wait, that last one's not a stretch. But all those other players, if you can imagine them gone, you are a New York Giants fan this week. I will say that pretty much every player in the NFL is an athletic anomaly. They are significantly more talented than the majority of humans on Earth. Any of the players, say filling in at wide receivers this weekend, could have big days, especially with a veteran QB. Sure, Eli has been bad this year, but he could play well because nothing is expected of him this week. That's when I do my best. When nobody believes in me or expects me to perform at an average level, I can usually rise to the occasion and shine at just barely above average. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is shitting on the Giants. Nobody thinks they can win because before the injuries, they had the 7th worst defense in the league, 5th worst offense in terms of scoring, but it's the NFL, and I 100% believe they could come out on Sunday Night Football and get a win playing for pride. Individual pride, team pride, and gay pride, the most powerful trio of prides known to man. Did you learn nothing from the movie The Little Giants?
We'd race every day, and he'd always beat me. But one time, I beat him.
You beat Kevin down Cherry Hill?
Yes, I did. He ate my dust.
The Big Little Giants could win one time this season, and it could be Sunday.
Wait a second, guys. Whoever said you had to be good to play football?
Let me break this down real quick as if they were the Little Giants. Trevor Siemian versus Timmy Moore, aka Eli Manning. What's Eli Manning known for? Making dumb faces on the sideline and beating Tom Brady in every Super Bowl. Timmy Moore, of course, put the cup from a jockstrap on his face. Eli Manning is most likely to put a jockstrap on his head to cover his face by the end of this game. Sorry, actually, no, I think that would be Jason Pierre-Paul is most like the cup kid. And Eli is like the starting quarterback for the Little Giants, Junior Floyd, throwing his team right down the toilet this season.
What a hunk.
Advantage Simeon. Vance Joseph versus Ed O'Neill. Yes, I know Ed O'Neill coached the Cowboys in the movie, but look, Ben McAdoo and 90s Ed O'Neill have very similar haircuts and they're both bad coaches. Plus, I don't see McAdoo having the capability of giving the heartfelt one-time speech that Rick Moranis gave to inspire his team.
Even if they beat you 99 times out of 100, that still leaves...
One time.
One time. Yeah. One time.
McAdoo's speeches sound more like this. Advantage Vance Joseph. Denver's front seven versus Spike Hammersmith.
Spike don't play with girls.
Spike don't go to English class.
Spike don't care.
Spike have a learning disability.
Spike don't play with girls.
Well, neither did Michael Sam, so that doesn't help make you a better football player, Spike. Spike is a power runner who prefers running out of the power eye. And calling women...
You berserko Barbie doll.
A Spike? Did you learn nothing from Cam Newton last week?
It's funny. It's funny.
Luckily, the Broncos have Icebox on their team in this matchup. And it's Todd Davis. He is definitely the most like Icebox, and I expect him to pound whoever tries to run out of the third worst rushing offense in the league, facing the best run defense in the league. This spells disaster like no other for the Giants. And when you think about it, actually Eli is like many of the Little Giants. Johnny Venaro, his dad was never at any of the games, just like Eli's dad, who always watched Peyton instead. It's crazy, the Giants are bad, we get it. The story this week is how much do the Broncos need to win by? And I swear to God, if I hear the word style points one more time this week, I'm going to tie myself to a train track and pray to God that Warren Buffett himself drives over my body until I'm so dead I turn into the oil from There Will Be Blood. All week, do style points count for the Broncos? No, they don't fucking count. They just need to win the game. I mean, the story all week was how many points do we need to see the Broncos win by to not feel worried about this team? Are you kidding me? They just need to win the game. Every NFL team can win every week. I don't care if the Broncos win by 3 or 23, but if they win by 83, well, then I'll say that's style points. The defense will play well. All I want to see is improvement from the offense. I want to see better pass protection. I want to see Trevor Siemian get rid of the ball quicker when there's pressure. And I want to see him take control of the game in the fourth quarter. That's what Trevor's been lacking so far this season. That includes if the Broncos are winning by a lot. This offense has had major issues closing out games. And if they don't do it against the Giants, it will be a trend, in my opinion. Right now, the Broncos are the worst team in the league at converting third downs in the fourth quarter. Yes, there's a stat for that. And that one is a bit alarming. I'm really just looking for the team to put together a complete game in addition to winning and finishing strong.
You call this a team?
Yeah, I call the Broncos a team, Spike. It's more than you could say for your little Giants. The Broncos are 11-point favorites, and I am picking them to win 35-10. And if it's close, I won't care. I won't care. And if the Giants get that one-time win, I expect the Broncos to show great, no, beyond great sportsmanship, just like Spike and the Cowboys did in defeat in the Little Giants. Yeah, that's what I want to see on the field. Win or lose, respect all around. If you wanna go to the game, if you're thinking about going to the game, why don't you check out my official sponsor, SeatGeek. Download the app with the link in the description. Use my promo code, that's good. And you'll get $20 off the Broncos Giants game tickets. You'll get $20 off of any of your first ticket purchases, whether it's a concert, a comedy show, whatever the hell you want to do. And a little bit of advice. Do not overpay for these tickets, because this game's probably not going to be good. Unless a blowout is considered good, which as a Broncos fan, you might think is good. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna if you want to talk football. I talk back to you. 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 I'm losing my mind. Too many football videos a week.